Howdy Google Ads fans, and welcome back. In this lecture, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about ad rotation settings. So without wasting any time, let's jump right back into our Google Ads dashboard. Under ad rotation in the advanced setting twirl down menu, we're gonna open that up and we're presented with 4 options. You might only be seeing 2 options in your account because these 2 options down here are going to be removed because they're no longer supported. This was a recent change. Optimize for conversions, rotate evenly, and we're going to be just left with 2 potential options, which means I could either have Google optimize the rotation of ads and show the best performing ads, or do not optimize, rotate ads indefinitely equally. To understand, and because a lot of students sort of struggled with what this really meant, you need to understand the relationship between ads in an ad group, potential search terms, keywords, etc. And I made a slide to help us understand that. So let's just quickly jump into that, and I think you'll have a much better understanding of what these settings really mean. So ad delivery and rotation settings. As you know, every ad group could have multiple ads in the ad group. So in this example, let's say we have 4 different ads inside an ad group. Now you also have keywords, right? You have, let's say this is an ad group for writing desks. So I have writing desks for sale, discount writing desk, kids writing desk, glass writing desks, and those are all keywords inside that same ad group. So these 4 ads are at the same level of the organizational hierarchy with, let's say, these 20 keywords, or let's say there were 1,000 keywords or 50 ads or whatever it was, which means that any of these keywords could trigger any of the ads in the ad group. Kids writing desks could trigger ad 1, it could also trigger ad 4 at a different time. Desks for writers could trigger ad 2. There's no way to say, I only want one ad showing for this keyword. That's what ad groups are for. If I want a specific ad to only be shown to a specific keyword or group of keywords, then you need to make an ad group with that ad and that group of keywords. That's sort of how it works. And just as an example, you might have 5,654 search terms for that ad group that could trigger any of the keywords based on your max daily budget. Okay, so that's the relationship. You have lots of search terms, they trigger your keywords trigger your ads, but the keywords, search terms, ads all operate at the same level of the hierarchy. So when you're choosing your ad rotation settings, you're either telling Google, listen, if ad 1 performs better, has a better click-through rate, or has a better conversion rate, if it just performs better, then favor that ad. So over time, you might log in and see that you might have had, let's say, 1,000 clicks, right, on all these keywords over here, and ad 1 got 900 of those clicks, right? Because Google was favoring ad 1 because it had the best performance. But if you rotate your ads indefinitely, that means regardless of how much better ad 1 is performing than ad 2 or how much better ad 4 is performing than ad 3, each of these ads will get around the same, 250 clicks if we're dealing with 1,000 clicks inside the account in general, okay? So that's what ad rotation settings really are. It's, do you want to optimize the rotation of the ads, or do you want to rotate your ads indefinitely? I recommend always starting out with not optimizing, because you don't never know exactly how Google's optimizing, if they're optimizing for click-through rate. Sometimes certain ads will have a higher conversion rate, and that's not something which will account for in the optimization that Google does. Google typically will look for click-through rate. You also want to learn which messaging works, because you could apply that to other areas of your business. Your whole business is not just one ad group. You might be testing a specific offer. You might be testing the idea of scarcity versus reciprocity. You might be testing a specific promotion. You might be sending traffic to a certain area of the site. And you want to rotate those ads in the beginning to get a sense of which brand messaging works for your account. So just jumping back into Google Ads, I highly recommend not using the default optimize, but click do not optimize, rotate ads indefinitely, and Google gives us that warning. Lower performing ads will run as often as higher performing ads, so on and so forth. And we know that because we just explained exactly how that works. Over time, you might choose to run optimized ads, to choose best performing ads, but in most of the cases, of the campaigns that we're running, we choose to rotate ads indefinitely, and we make the optimization decisions ourselves based on the key performance indicators, the KPIs that we're tracking for any specific client. So that's the setting that I would strongly suggest you use, but you're not wrong or you're not bad for choosing to optimize, but you just get much better information and you have the opportunity to learn a lot more about your business. In the next lecture, we're going to talk about ad schedule, just some concepts in how ad scheduling works. And I'll see you guys in a couple seconds in that lecture very soon. Cheers for now, guys.